Hi there, so today you're going to need more like your 4-inch chunky cushions to come down into side lying. So we're going to come down here onto your side, just stacking your shoulder and your hips, and just have your feet out in front of you. And let your head rest at the front edge of your towels or cushions, and arms out to come into our arm openings, into our crocodile arms. Just drop those shoulders away from your ears. Just take a moment here to check in with your body. Let yourself just sink into that mat underneath you. And we're going to start first with a variation of the arm opening. So we're going to start with just placing the hand behind your head. And here just opening up by taking the elbow back. And you want to allow the head to roll with that movement and just open up through the rib cage. Notice if the pelvis came back with you, and just try and control so that the knees and hips stay stacked and you just open through the body. And then we're going to bring the elbow forward. So we open up here into that upper back, feeling the rotation through the ribs. And I want you to notice here, because I've kept your hand tucked behind you and it's just your elbow, you're not overextending into the shoulder. The movement is through your upper back, and then roll forward. And we're going to go for one more here, opening up. And then scoop back to center. So now bring your arm out in front of you, and we're going to slide the hand forward along the other hand, getting a nice opening through that shoulder blade as you open up. So same movement here, and we're not pulling the arm back. Open up through the rib cage. The arm only goes as far as the upper body can rotate. You're not swinging the arm back and getting a stretch through the shoulder. Just hold there. Then from here, we're going to allow this knee to glide back. Let the hips swing back. And now to initiate this movement, we're going to slide the knee forward, back over the bottom knee, little spiral into the low back, and then bring this arm through. So we slide that hand forward, glide it forward of the other hand. We roll the head around the cushion as we open up through the upper body. Stage 2, let the knee and hip roll back. Let the knee and hip roll forward and hold, and then allow the upper body to come forward. So nice smooth movement here. We glide and open, then let the knee and hip roll. Let the knee and hip roll forward, and then arm rotates back to center. 2 more here. We reach and open, slide the knee and hip back, slide it forward and through. And last one, open, knee and hip roll back, knee and hip roll forward, and come back through. This time open up, knee and hip slide back. Then slide the knee and hip forward, and this time take the arm out behind you, palm up to the ceiling. Don't overextend and hurt the shoulder. Just use that little bit of control to feel a nice rotation through the back and down. Nice. Then from here, just hover that arm at shoulder height, and we're going to turn the palm away from us, thumb down, and just start to reach away best you can, turning the palm up to the ceiling. And now we're going to spiral the other way. So start to rotate the palm down, and this time open the palm to the back wall as you come into that arm opening. Knees and hips here are going to stay nice and stacked. So we turn the palm, and then we turn it up. Good. Looking at those fingertips throughout this movement, so the eye line and the head stay heavy on that cushion. Last 2. And last one. And open. Breathe into that rib cage. And then place your hand on your rib cage. Just fold those knees, and we're going to scoop into or onto our back. Take your bigger cushion out or flatten your towel out, and just come down so that you've got a nice long spine. And we're going to keep those knees and feet together. Hands just heavy on the rib cage, and we're going to rock those knees from side to side. Nice simple movement after just spiraling through the body. And I'm keeping my feet and knees glued together and rocking onto the outside edge of one foot and then rocking off and back to center. Nice, and then just with those feet hip width apart, we're going to start to just lift one knee, and I want you to leave the foot floppy. So just lift one knee and let this foot hang by the side of the body, and then let it just fold. And I'm not really worried about your pelvic movement. I just want you to march from one leg to the other, just noticing if the back flattens a little bit. Cool, and then we're going to stay there and just let the tummy sink inwards as you scoop the other one up, and my knees a little bit in towards me. Don't worry if you lose a bit of control, but then I want you just to tap down. Keep those feet nice and floppy towards your sit bones so that you're not in a long distance away from you, and we're just going to tap from side to side. And as long as you're not hinging at any point in the spine, and that you can let that rib cage stay nice and heavy, then just tap, toe tap here, and breathe. And then we're going to add in a coordination. You're just going to turn your head side to side. Nice. 3 more, 2, 1, back to center. Glue the knees together and just bring those hands out. And again, I've got these knees a little bit past the midline. If I get a bit of softness in my lower back, I really don't mind, okay? As long as you don't feel like you're hinging or any pain in your back, you're good. We're gonna just take those arms over to one side and then over to the other. So I'm just rotating through my upper back, holding an imaginary beach ball between my hands. So try not to squash your beach ball. And then back to center. And now just rock your knees side to side. Small movement, keep it little. Any discomfort, you can bring one leg down. Okay, and then we're gonna go alternate. So hands go one way, knees go the other. Just keeping a softness through your spine. Sense of relaxation. Let the head roll with the hands and upper body. Nice. 3 more, 2, 1, back to center. Lower one leg and the other. And then here, just take those arms over. Let the rib cage lift a little bit and feel the space into the diaphragm. Breathe into there and then melt away. Bring those arms down and just bring your heels a little bit closer to your sit bones, not right under the knees so it feels fixed and forced, just so you've got a bit of purchase. And then from here, we're gonna just roll back softly. Don't try and press and imprint hard, and just lengthen the knees away from you, getting a nice stretch through the front of the hips. And then here, just sigh out and just let the rib cage sink and the lower back just soften. So not trying to put too much pressure on the back. Cool. Last 2, rolling up. Not coming into too much movement. Just a small little peel up, lengthening the knees, and roll back down. Nice. This time come up, rock onto the outside edges of the feet, and then sigh out and sink back down. Then close, roll up, open, and roll down. So keeping the movement nice and small, open, not trying to do too much, keeping it more flowing. And then we're gonna switch here. So we open, roll up on the outside border of those feet, then close, finding the length through the knees and a little bit of a deeper stretch through the front of the body, and sink back down. Open, come up, close, and sigh out and roll. 2 more, up, last one, and roll down. So then I'm going to turn away from you and we're going to repeat that arm opening series the other way. So place your 1 inch and your 3 inch cushion together, or your chunky towel. Arm comes out in front of you, knees and feet are out in front of you, stacked on top of each other. And then we start with the hand behind the head at the front edge of those cushions, and just open up through the rib cage. And then bring the elbow forward and down. Rock that head round the cushion as you open up and down. And last one here, we open up and roll down. Good, then the hand comes out on top of the other hand, soft shoulders, and we slide the hand forward of the bottom hand, reaching, and now roll the head around the cushion. You're not swinging the arm back, you're opening up through the rib cage, almost trying to take the shoulders to the floor. Let the knee and hip rotate back and the arm will swing back a little bit deeper. And then nudge the knee forward so the hips come forward, and then bring the arm down, sliding forward and open. Let the hip and knee roll back, let the hip and knee roll forward, and then the arm comes back through. 2 more, slide and open, glide the knee and hip, glide the knee and hip forward and through. Last one, reach and open, knee and hip forward, and rotate through. Good, then this time bring that arm out, just hovering at shoulder height, and we start to turn the thumb down, spiraling through the arm palm up to the ceiling. And then as we start to open up, we turn the palm to the wall behind us, open, looking at those fingertips, and then palm the other way, and then turning it up, and then turning it down, and turning it up. Last one here, turning it down. Turn the palm up and hold, keeping those knees and hips stacked. Breath in and out. Bring that arm back to center. Take your chunky cushion out and come back onto your back. Let that head rest on that smaller cushion. Place your hands across your rib cage. And just notice how the body's feeling now. And then from here, we're going to just keep the weight of the pelvis heavy as we fold one leg up, kick it to the ceiling and flex and point and lower. So heavy pelvis as you reach the leg up, flex at the ankle, point and lower. Drop the weight of the tailbone down through the floor. Last 2. Last one. Glue those knees and feet together, arms out at shoulder height, palms up to the ceiling, and then roll the knees in one direction, turn the head in the other. Back to center and switch. Rocking here from side to side, keeping those shoulder blades heavy. Last 2. And last one, back to center, and then from here, feet just hip width apart, hands on the rib cage. Take a gentle breath in, and you're going to super slow the breath out down, so as slow as you can go, just slowly letting the air out. Gentle breath in, not trying to over-oxygenate, and super slow the breath out, as slow as you can go. And as we close today's session, you can either stay there for as long as you want to, letting the breath come into its natural rhythm, or getting up whenever you need.